Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to SSBB E-Sport Online Championship. We've got all the guys out now on track. This is qualifying, and category 1 is a 1989 M3 BMW. These guys are running 321 brake horsepower with a weight of 1,080 kilograms, racing medium tires, and suspension tuning is open. So the guys can play with its suspension tuning for this track for the whole season, obviously in this category. So we normally have Jock as our host, and I am Brian filling in for Jock as he decided to have a little break, great escape, and so he dropped me in the hot seat, and I will try and host and carry you guys through this exciting racing that we have here this evening at AUTOPOLIS. We have let's have a look through the grid here. We have Venture. I think they're still out in the sighting lab at the moment. Alex Wilmot, Felicius, Jedi, Golf Nut, Dens, L1B, McFlurry, David A 1901, Psytrance, Death Raccoon, sorry, and Slung GT. Death Raccoon was giving us the flash of the light there. Hello, buddy. And then we've got Adders. So we've got 12 races. We normally have 14 to 15 guys racing. We have a few guys missing today, including myself. Everyone's looking tasty. This BMW really looks nice out on the track there. So AUTOPOLIS is a lovely track. I haven't been on here very often, but it is basically like a big go-kart track. It is constant, keeps you busy all the time. But once it's got some nice flowing corners, some negative, positive camber corners, a few slight elevations. It's a really, really fun track, but also very tricky, very technical track. And let's try and go on board with one of the guys, Jedi. He's giving someone time. The guys are looking for some space for qualifying. They don't want to get interrupted or make mistakes. Just want to concentrate on their hot laps. Let's see who's on the hot lap here. Let's go for Venture. Let's see. Start turn 1. Nice left-hander. Little kink. Slight uphill to the following left-hander. Now this is one of the negative camber corners we're talking about. As you turn in, it's very negative camber. You can't actually see how it turns or the apex properly. Tricky, but as you can see, Venture got it all right there, keeping it nice and tight. Got a nice flowing right-hander, another right-hander, little left kink here into a double right-hander. Such a nice technical track this. Over the brow, under the bridge, left. They head into the long right-hander before the main straight. Always busy, always busy, always working the steering, brakes, throttle. Lovely track. Nice one, Venture. Jump on board, Golf Nut here. Golf Nut very on the chase to Alex. David A. Minutes remaining of qualifying. So I'm just playing around with the getting used to the controls here, sorry. So let's have a look at the lap times here. KLT Venture 1:55. The times are very close from Venture, KLT, Golf Nut, David Day doing very well up there in third place. I'll be one. McFlurry's jumped up to fourth place, 1:56. Alex, sorry, this is not the actual position of the guys' places in the lap time table. Well, actually it is, sorry. Best lap, 1:55.2. One struggling over there, McFlurry on the hot lap. Safalicious. Oh, getting a little bit hot, getting a bit hot there on the right-hander. Safalicious seems to be 600th of a second faster than Alex there. Doing very well, Safalicious. Let's see where Alex just jumped to fifth place, just clinched fifth place over the time there. Let's see what the guys can pull out. Venture still running the top end. Golf Nut second, McFlurry third, David A fourth, LB1 fifth, Alex Wilmot sixth. LB1 just jumped a place there in front of Alex. Safalicious seventh, Dens eighth. Jedi 9th, Death Raccoon 10th. Now Death Raccoon was having a problem with his steering wheel in this week, so not too sure if he's going to control it today, but he had a bit of struggles. Same with Sai, he had a steering wheel and pedal problem himself. The Navy sorted it out. Adder's getting, oh, he's just jumped to the pits. Adder's just, I think it's gotten used to this car, still starting to get used to the car, working out the settings, the suspension. Slung in 13th place, he's been trying a different setup on his wheel and pedals as well, and racing a different view. It takes a bit of a while to adjust when you've been used to racing in a certain way. There's a certain views and controller, wheel settings, etc. Also adjusting to the track. So far, let's see, 3 seconds remaining. Looks like it's going to be Venture, Golf Nut, McFlurry, David A, LB1, Alex. I think everyone's on their last final hot lap. There we go. Venture. Let's see, can Golfy improve? Can Alex improve as they go over the line? Not yet. They keep their position. Can McFlurry, what can he do over the line? He keeps third. Let's see, here comes Jedi and David A. They keep their positions. LB, he keeps 5. Let's see, Dens is finished. Here we go, Safalicious, what can you do? He keeps 8th. Looks like most of the guys have finished now. Oh, Death Raccoon still on his last hot lap. Let's see if we can bring something over. 10th. And Slung finishing in 13th. I think it's going to be a very interesting race up the front there with Venture, Golf Nut, McFlurry. Then again, Death Raccoon's very hungry as well. But Dens has been doing quite good as well in testing. Jedi might throw in a surprise for us. Sai seems more focused now, maybe he's got his steering wheel pedals sorted out. Adders is still flying. Let's see, Adders cutting through the traffic. Let's see if he can improve his time. Looks like we are done. Right, that was the qualifier. Oh, those cars look fantastic on the grid. Oh, they look lovely. Hey. Right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Go, go, go. Venture got a good start. Golf Nut. Yeah. Right, as we head into turn 1. Guys keeping it nice and tidy. Oh. It was a brilliant move by McFlurry there. Getting a bit sideways. Oh, cooking it a little bit. Golf Nut retains his position. Venture getting some clean air. David A fighting that McFlurry back. That's what I see there. Here comes Dens. Dens is trying to. David A is McFlurry. Sorry, I'm jumbling with my words. Don't know where to go. So much action here. Right, David A, he's gonna try and pull a gap from McFlurry. McFlurry chasing. Oh, we got a spinner. Oh, we got chaos here. Side seemed to spin. Albie got caught back. Slung capitalizing. Death Raccoon flashing his lights. Nice little broad slide in there. Adders has capitalized from this. Going well, just keeping it smooth and clean. 8th position. Safalicious didn't see him go off either. Maybe he's waiting for somebody. Alright, let's go back up the grid. Alex Wilmart's in 6th place. We've got Jedi following him down. Dens 700th of a second behind McFlurry. I'm sure he's hungry to catch the following group. Let's see, there's a tasty race here. Golf Nut and Golf Nut and Venture putting on a nice show here. Fighting for position, keeping it, swapping a bit of paint there. Nice and tidy, giving each other some nice space, decent room. Nice fight there. David A just trying to just chase them down, hungry for the battle. Oh, we got McFlurry there, more ran a bit wide there. Dens capitalizes, catches. David A in third place now. Alex and Venture. Oh, I'm getting these names mixed up, so just excuse me. Alex and Jedi pulling each other down. Ada's doing very well to hold 8th place. We've got Safelicious following Ada's down. And we got Death Raccoon, obviously suffering today, this weekend, with the change of steering wheel to controller, I think. We've got LB1. Very good looking livery there, buddy. And we've got Slung GT coming in. Sai. Yeah, nice little drifty there, buddy. Right, KRT. He's putting a slight little gap on Golfy now as we're heading on to the 3rd lap. Sound lovely, these cars. David A. Golfy just creeping away from David A, building a bit of a gap. But there we go, he's on the brakes, he's back up to speed with them again. Performing very well, David A. Dens and McFlurry keeping each other busy over here. Wee, nice, cut the grass. Grass looked a bit long in that corner there anyway. Oh, we got a penalty. Who's that? Golf Nut got a penalty. A small little penalty. Hopefully you'll be able to, I'm sure you'll be able to knock that off in time. Alright, so we got Venture, Golf Nut, David A, McFlurry still in top 4, trying to chase down the top 3 runners. Dens still there. It's all between these top 5 guys. Anything can happen. Alex Wilmot, normally a front runner, maybe adjusting or struggling to adjust the track. I'll have to speak to him afterwards. Jedi chasing down Alex, putting a nice little drift on there for us. Felicius, he just took place where Adders was 8th. Death Raccoon and Felicius passed Adders. Adders still chasing him down, keeping it hot on the heels. Adders has been putting a great performance on these last couple of races. Definitely improved a lot from last season. LB1 must have made a mistake. Oh, he's still catching up from his first mistake, sorry. Slung GT 12th, 13th is Sai. So Sai has now lost 10 seconds behind Slung and 38 seconds from the leader, so he must have made another mistake, but he's driving super hard, trying to improve his own times and maybe even cut off some time from Slung. Alright, so it's being in front here. We got KRT, Venture still running a really super clean race, keeping in front there. Golf Nut still second. David Day is all over this. He's hungry to catch these two and just stick with them. If he just keeps it nice and smooth. But on the 4th lap here, laps just go down so quickly when you just go down the field. Just needs to keep it nice and smooth, time it up, catch him, creep up on them and try and maybe make a move on the last lap. Dens is creeping up there too and just breaking away from this top 3 a little bit. McFlurry's jumping to 5th. Alex is right there now. Alex it's very possible Alex can have a nice little scrap here with McFlurry. Oh, I do love a little bit of door. Oh, Alex made a mistake. Alex made a mistake. The Jedi sees the opportunity. Jedi not feeling too well. It's nice to see him out on track. Great effort for him to make out from feeling a bit ill. So, good on you, Jedi. Thanks for joining us, buddy. Safalicious 8th place. Death Raccoon chasing down Safalicious. Adders has got LB1 on his tail now. These two might have a nice little battle before the race ends. As they head into the main straight, LB might thought he was going to maybe get some slipstream to. Oh, he's right there. Just want to see what Adders is doing. Right, I might have a nice little dice now, as we would say. Slung 9 seconds behind. Sai scored up some time from 10 seconds to 8 seconds, so he's doing well, improving there on his lap times and on his race lines, and just embedding himself. Right, let's see. As we move on to the closing laps, I like to keep an eye on these top 3 here to see there might be some change in position, or a little door-to-door action. These guys are really on it. Denz, McFlurry is pushing really hard. And then we've got Alex, Jedi. It's a really difficult track, this. Technical when you get it, it's very fun when you get it right. It's a really technical track, but when you get it right, really, really fun. Like I said, like a real little go-kart track, this. In a, for big cars. Yeah. Right, we're on the last final lap now as we head into turn 1. We've got Venture first, Golf Nut, David A. We've got Denz, McFlurry. McFlurry is hot on Denz's heels. Just giving me a little tap on the rear to say I'm there, bringing the pressure on, piling the pressure all over the rear end of Denz. Can Denz defend? Yes, Denz defends very well. McFlurry desperately looking for a place to pass. Can he do it? Love to have a look at this and keep an eye on these guys. Oh, a little tap for McFlurry. Keeps the place, and they back onto the fight. Right, we've got Alex, we've got Jedi. So Felicia still in 8th place, Death Raccoon maintaining 9th, LB1 10th, Adders in 11th. 8 seconds behind is Slung, 9 seconds behind is Sai. Let's go to the front runners here before we miss out on any action. It looks like, oh, can we make a move? We're heading to the last quarter of the last lap. Venture, Golf Nut, every day. These guys are really, really pushing it. All contenders for a championship. All top 7 drivers. Death Raccoon also normally up there, but having a few problems this week. Right, as we're heading to the last lap, last corner, over the finish line, we got Venture, Golf Nut, David A. Very well done, very great job, guys, great job. You can hear I'm new at this. Oh, we got Denz, McFlurry, Alex Walmart, Jedi, Safalicious, Death Raccoon, putting a presser slide there. Yes, over the line there, 9th place. Here comes LB1, LB1B, Adders, Slung, over the line. go. And then we have Sai. I'm sure Sai will definitely want to get the hang of his pedals and will definitely be improving there and maintaining a good pace. So that was Cat 1, guys. That was Cat 1. Great little battle up the front there between Venture, David and Golf Nut. They put a good show on there, and between McFlurry and Dens had a good race there as well. So now we will have a 10-minute break while I set up the lobby for the next race, which will be the BMW M4s. One Make Series, also a really exciting race to watch. Another 6-lap sprint race, and then we'll have 3 races tonight. With the third race will be an endurance race. Generally, the endurance race, the guys will not know what track they will be racing on, so they generally cannot test in the week. So it's a real draw of a ball or out of a bag, so to say. So they will have to make their strategy on the last minute as they head into the endurance race. It could be the same track, it could be a different track. It's a random track every time. But yeah, that was a great race by the guys, and we will have a 10-minute break now before we head into the next race. It'll be a reverse grid, so we'll catch up with you guys in a bit. So sorry for the delay there. I was trying to give the guys a bit of a break. As you can see, I'm a big noob to this, so it was painstakingly for you guys to watch me change the lobby settings there, so I apologize. That was awful. So the guys got out on the track now eventually, after I managed to find my way around the lobby and set it to the new settings for the new race. I actually messaged one of the guys there to ask him how to set reverse grid, so yeah, very funny. Was going to give the guys 10 minutes. Also, Felicia's had a little problem with his PlayStation, had to move it, so we'll try and give him some time to rejoin. This is the M4 One Make Series Championship. This is BOP, balance of performance. All the guys are in the same cars, same tires. I'll need to set the grid by host apparently, because Felicia's has left. It will also be painstakingly to watch, guys. I'll figure that out. Yeah, let me head out and see. Felicia's rejoined. Yes, he has. Now let me go and now race results. Let me first have to get the race results. I'll be back as soon as I get this sorted. Back, and that was another painstaking procedure for me to watch, or for you guys to watch, sorry. Let's get this race started. Race 2, category 2, M4. I try to set the grid as per reverse grid as per the last result of the result of the first race. So let's see if that is now all right on track, and see if everything is in place. This should be a really exciting race to watch. I managed to do a few practice laps with the guys, I think it was last night, and Dens seemed to be really strong here, really strong. So let's have a look around here. Here we go. So turn 1, whoa, Slung gets a bit sideways. Side's putting a nice little gap. If he just manages to keep it nice and clean and steady, consistent, he might be able to stay out there for quite a while. You've got Slung Adders, LB1. Although the reverse gear is difficult, all the guys that won, guys that know their way around the track here, or are a little bit quicker, are bunching up here, trying to cut through the pack. We're driving along with Alex. These cars sound so awesome. Such amazing sounding car, these. Death Raccoon has got a constant strobe, light strobe flashing all the time. Oh, into the braking markers as this guy. You can hear the popping and banging from the exhausts. Guys are bunching up lovely here in the midsection. KRT. Oh, we got a spinner. Jedi lost it. Sorry, I missed that. I did not know how to use the replay button, so sorry for that. Going through a nice little twisty section. Nice camera. We've got to thank the camera crew here. Taking some nice shots. Oh, it looks lovely with that pack going through there. We're heading into the final corner before we head and start into a new lap. And let's take a look here. Sai is still keeping it nice and cool. The steady head, putting a 1.2 second lead. If he can just keep it clean. Slung is still managed to keep second, but he's got LB1 trying to pass him down the main straight on the brakes. Alex can see this happening. He's just waiting for... Oh! Death Raccoon had no brakes there. Stuck in the sand, trying to get out on the power. Oh, he falls back to last place. He's got a lot of work ahead of him now. We've got Jedi also got a lot of work ahead of him, trying to 4 seconds. He's got to close a 4 second gap up to catch David A. David A on the heels of Dens. And Dens has Addis to deal with. Addis is doing well, keeping a calm head. KLT on the chase down with Golfy. These guys are always battling it out. We've got McFlurry ahead. McFlurry always a hard contender, difficult guy to fight with, always keeping it exciting. Oh! Venture was hot on the brakes there. Got Golfy a bit sideways. Golfy did really well to keep it nice and safe and steady. I get lost for words, but I didn't know where to watch. So much excitement there. We've got Slung falling it back. Alex managed to pass Slung into third place and gonna chase down LB1B doing very well, keeping nice and cool pace. Sai has got a hungry pack behind him. Can he keep them behind? Just make himself as wide as possible, maintaining a if Sai can get a good result here and maintain some points, will be very good for him. But he's doing very well at the moment, heading into the third lap and maintaining position. So very good job from him. LB1B, he's going to try and pace himself and make the move in the right place. He's probably going to see where he's stronger than Sai. But he's got Alex to worry about. Alex will just time himself. Very calculated driver Alex is. With Slung needs to really capitalize on points here in this race, and he can. He really do it. Golfy there, Golfy and McFlurry now, and you've got Venture. These three are really aggressive and fast, so they might put a good on show here, but it is difficult to keep a constant eye on them. We've got to see what's happening down the rest of the field. And we've got Dens. I wonder what happened to Dens and David Day. Dens was David Day. They've got a bit of a gap between each other now, so maybe if they can just get some clean air, put their head down. But we only got 3 laps to go, so can they improve their results? We've got Jedi just passing Addis out of the tight left-hander there. Death at Kroon trying to put his head down and just probably really angry with himself. He made that mistake. Wish we didn't catch it, but he really overshot on the brakes in the one corner. Felicia's back in the game. 13th, he must have made a mistake, and sorry I didn't catch that. Let's get back in the front. LB1 has managed to catch Sai. I don't see Sai in place. He must have fallen off and made a mistake. We've got Alex in second. Slung still holding up the pack there and doing a really good job at it. Really good job there. Racing for Genetsu Motorsport. Golf Nut on Slung. On Slung's. Oh, it looks lovely. All the cars chasing each other down. Slipstreaming on the limiter in sixth gear. As we're on board with Golf Nut. Let's go on board with him. Okay, second gear, third, fourth, fifth. Can he dive down on the brakes? Tries. He keeps it nice and tidy. You can see it didn't make. It's so easy to try and it's so tempting to make a move on the brakes, but because of those technical sections, it's very difficult to execute it correctly, because you can kind of ruin someone else's race. So it's just about watching where you are stronger, maybe perhaps, or where you can make the move on the next lap. Slung is doing very well in the position that he is in at the moment. If he can just keep his head together and just keep it calm and do what he is doing now, he's doing a really brilliant job. Look at McFlurry. Oi, McFlurry tries the kamikaze. Tries the kamikaze. You see, that's exactly what I was talking about. You can hurt other people's race if it doesn't work, unfortunately. So let's be on board. Slung. Slung just makes a mistake on the grass. Unlucky Slung. Adders. There we are. Alright, Death Raccoon is chasing down Adders. Slung just cruising on the grass. He's keeping himself out of the way. But angry, he was doing so well, so gutted for Slung that he fell out there. Now, I didn't see what happened to Sai. Sai also lost it somewhere, and I also lost the game. Oh! That's it. Sai probably made a mistake somewhere on the curb. Go sideways. So, LB1B. Doing a great performance, and that sounds awesome going through the corner there on the gear change, downshift. Oh, lovely sounding car this is. Alex, now LB1 is pulling a gap on Alex. Let's see, Alex could bring it down. Very possible if you only got one more lap to go. Watching all the action there, I didn't even see all the laps go down. We've got one more lap after this. So we have Golf Nut in third. David Day is chasing down Golf Nut. David Day is putting a concrete position down today. Commentator's curse there almost. I know some of my wording doesn't make sense, but you know. But yeah, he's putting a good performance today. David Day. Dens, 5th place. He's improved a few places there. Oh, Venture. sideways, and Jedi passes Venture there for 6th place. We have McFlurry is falling back to 8th. McFlurry is a hard racer. He wants to make that move, and that's why it's also exciting to watch when he's got the battles or busy with a battle. And now he will be chasing down Venture. And they got about 1.25 laps to do it in. Addis is doing very well to keep Death Raccoon behind him. Very good place there for Addis. Death Raccoon, Safalicious is getting caught by Sai now, and now Sai is going to put his head down to gain that position. Probably a little bit angry with himself that he made that mistake, which I missed from 1st place all the way back to 13th, and he was putting a good drive in there. Sai was. On the last lap we enter and we go. So we start the last lap here with LB1, and he has increased his lead by 2 seconds, and we've got Alex in 2nd, we've got Golf Nut in 3rd, we've got Dens in 4th, Jedi 5th place, Venture 6th. And the guys are pulling, there's a bit of a gap breaking, the cars are parting a little bit with a gap between each other. And then we've got McFlurry behind Venture. David Day, he was in 4th place, must have made a mistake once again, so sorry I've lost it, or missed that. Death Raccoon has passed Addis. Addis did well to keep, Addis has been with us for a long time and he's really improved a tremendous amount, and he's continuing to improve and really eager to increase his pace, and he's doing a good job at it. Safalicious running his own race here, learning the limits of the track. Sai, he must have made another mistake. He was just about to catch Safalicious. Right, LB1 is doing a tremendous job here, and he's riding superbly. Such a lovely sounding car. I'd love to see more on board, but this is the last lap and the camera view is best. I must say this has been a brilliant job by LB1. Brilliant, sir, well done. With Alex in 2nd, Golf Nut almost wanting to clinch, but well done to the podium. LB1, Alex, Golf Nut, Dens 4th place, brilliant job. Jedi, KRT, David A, Addis, Death Raccoon, all the guys still coming over the line. Here comes Addis, Death Raccoon, McFlurry still making his way around. He's given up, he's got his hazards on. There comes Safalicious. The Sai has left, sorry, the Slung must have left the track. So there was an exciting race. I must have missed quite a bit of action with the guys making mistakes, falling back, because Slung was doing well to hold the pack. So was Sai. They did really well, but under pressure must have made a few mistakes. L1B, I've been probably saying it wrong the whole time, LB1, but L1B done a brilliant job this race. Came through, executed, didn't make a mistake, put his head down. Alex did well to come from where he did as well. Didn't have enough to catch L1B. Golf Nut, brilliant performance. A podium's always a good result. Dens, Jedi, Venture, David A. It is really difficult sometimes when you have to have a reverse grid and you are just pushing hard, and then it is a possibility of making a mistake. Death Raccoon, Sai, Safalicious, McFlurry. So there we have it. There we have it. That's the results of the second race. Thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen, and excuse my new shyness or new experience of commentating. So we'll have another 10-minute break now, and we'll start the last race of the evening, which will be the endurance race, which I will try and get sorted right now. And hello. And I'm back. Sorry for the long delay there. I had to get myself a little bit of a drink. Guys was stressing me out and running my throat dry there on the previous race. Here we are on board the Golf Nut on the M6 GT GR3 car. And this endurance race will consist of BOP GR3 cars, and the grid mainly consists of BMW M6, Z4, BMW Z4 and the BMW M3. I think it's mainly of 3 different cars. Upon choice, some guys chose the M6, which is a more powerful, fast car. A Z4 could be more of a all-round stable vehicle. I mean, I could be corrected if I'm wrong. And then we've got the M3 as well, which I cannot categorize that at the moment in my mind. As we ride along with Golf Nut, we had Alex Wilmot chasing. Might have gone to the pits. We got Alex Wilmot. So we are going to do another reverse grid start on this race, and we will be starting in about another minute or 2. Let me just tell the guys. So this will be a 20-lap race where the guys have to have a mandatory 2 pit stop. So and they have to change tires and replenish fuel twice. Where they do it will be up to them. And Safalicious just said he wants to practice pit entry, so let's go on board with, and he decides to reverse down the track. He wants to practice his pit entry. So right, so let's drive along board and see where the guys are. Let's have a look at the track. In the open practice, I'll be one with a lot of confidence from his last win. He's in first place at the moment, and he's got the fastest lap, 1:47. Obviously this is just a little open practice. Jedi second, Slung third, Sai fourth. That's a good result from Sai, doing really well there. And as I just said that, then Slung just shot in fourth, then Sai fifth. Safalicious still doing some stunt driving, and then Venture seventh. Good looking cars these are, they sound lovely as well. Nipping the curb into the main straight there. Let's see what he does, and he hits first place. Nice one, 1:46:55, and I bet you he is ready as can be. Right, and then we got Sai in 6th place, Safalicious 7th, 8th, Golf Nut, Alex in the pits, Dan's in the pits, Adders, and I think everyone is ready, and we are going to start this race now. Let me just see, I just make sure, yes, reverse grid, and let's start the race. And this is the last race of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. It should be a belter. Obviously, you guys know I'm a little bit new to the commentary, filling in for Jock as he is away having a lovely holiday, and hopefully I'll warm up to the idea, maybe fill in as a recruit every now and then. Obviously got a lot to learn as we go along. So let's have a look as the race starts. Let's get this cursor down to the magnifying glass. There we go, come on. Let's see. Right, reverse grid again. At the front we've got Slung, McFlurry, Safalicious, Sai, Adders, and here we go. Go, go, go. Famous words of Andy Murray. Late Andy Murray. Right, here we go. Into turn 1. Safalicious making it early. Great start for Safalicious. McFlurry cutting across, hitting the nose. No one got injured there. Everyone's made it through safely to turn 1 as we head on to turn 2. Felicius, brilliant start from Felicius. Side still there. We got Slung. We got David Day on the outside of Slung. We've got Venture trying to get through there. We got Jedi. The guys are going on like this is a sprint race in the beginning, but that's some good action. Alex, too much power. LB1 starting from the back due to obviously reverse grid because he won the last race. He's going to pace himself. There's no rush in this race. McFlurry making the move on Felicius on the brakes. Brilliant move from McFlurry, nice and clean. Felicius moved down to 5th place. I hope that didn't hurt him in too much contact there. We'll have to see. Oh, and Felicius makes a mistake there. Car just whiplash. Was there contact? We do not know, but we'll have to watch the replay. Felicius Armstrong to go through the grid and see where he is. He is lost. I'm sorry, I just don't know what's happening there. Let's go back with Alex here. I'm trying to look through. It is okay. LB1. Felicius, it's got a 7-second. He's decided to. Maybe he's fixing something there. It is LB1. Alex. Golfnut on the side of Dens. Golfnut has got the run to the corner, but there's 3 cars fighting for the run for the corner, and the brakes on the inside there. Jedi, Alex, Golfnut, Dens, all fighting for the same place. Oh, and Jedi gets Sai's not going to be happy about that. Looks like he got caught up with that whole mess there. Not had the best of luck Sai has in the last couple of races. I'm sure his luck will turn eventually. It'll pay off the hard work. He just continues to chip away. If he just continues to chip away, he will be up there. I know every one of these players and races has got the potential. Golfnut didn't see what happened there. With mistake with Golfnut. I'm talking too much, and I missed that incident with Golfnut where I don't know where he lost out. We'll probably have to save this replay and look and watch what happened there. So now we've got LB1, and behind him he's got Dens, Jedi. There, Jedi gets pushed sideways, but Dens, might have been by accident, Dens waits for him to get into position. A lot of action, and the pack has now broken apart, but McFlurry has now capitalized, managed to get out of front breakaway, but it's got David Day that is chasing him down, and David Day has been being very consistent this whole day, collecting some great handful of points today. And I think he's got the potential of chasing McFlurry down if he just keeps himself calm and collected and just watches what McFlurry does on these opening laps. And obviously he's going to want to watch what McFlurry does and want to see when he pits. But let's see, both their tyres, McFlurry and David Day's tyres are equal, but McFlurry decides, and not see what happened there if McFlurry made a mistake, but David Day takes the lead from McFlurry. And then we've got Slung, still did not want to give him the commentator's curse, but Slung is in a good position here of 4th, and Venture just managed to pass him. He's going to want to chase, Venture's going to want to chase down McFlurry and David Day. Obviously there is double points for this race, so the guys are going to want to capitalize and take every opportunity they can. Alex creeping up in 5th place, but it is so interesting how this race can change and how the pit depends on how these guys plan their strategy. And Sai has left the room. So I was saying, it depends how these guys plan their pit strategy. They can come from 10th to 1st. This all depends. So 20 laps of this, we are now currently on the 3rd lap, and Slung is doing a good job in 5th place. Like I say, he just needs to do what he is doing, not make any mistakes, and just keep chipping away, hitting them same lap times. So let's ride on board him. He's got L1B chasing him. I've been saying it wrong all night, so excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. LB1, it is L1B. Alright, there we go. L1B passes Slung. Slung doesn't mind. It's a long race and he's going for the long haul, and he just wants to collect some good, decent points in this race. And they've got a decent gap from Golf Nut, 5-second gap to 7th place with the Golf Nut. Nice and steady. LB1, Alex. Let's see, it's David A still in first place. We've got McFlurry in second. Venture creeping up on these two, so it's going to be a three-way battle over here. And Alex is going to catch us. He's going to want to get in on that little mix over there and see what the guys are doing, to see when they're pitting. L1B, he's coming up. He's also, so L1B from the back is doing very well, capitalizing from the guys making a few mistakes in that, and he's now in 5th place, where Slung is now 6th. He just continue chipping away Slung, and he should get some decent points. Golf Nut was involved in the incident, which I did not see, so let's hope and see where he gets. I'm sure he will just put his head down now and just try and chip away at the time and the gap from the leaders and the car ahead as well, which he is doing at the moment. And we've got Adders in 8th place, we've got Dens in 9th, we've got Safalicious in 10th, and then we got Jedi. Now I didn't see what happened to Jedi, and we've lost the car, which is Sai. Right, so here we have the lead. McFlurry, Venture challenged McFlurry. Let's go on board. McFlurry chasing down Venture. These guys are putting an awesome show on here for an endurance race. And I'll tell you what, these BMW M6s are not the easiest cars to control. You gotta just be nice and gentle, but there is power. You see, there's so much power on acceleration. You put it down hard and it just loses traction of the rear wheels. So you gotta just balance it. Let's see, McFlurry's tires are on. We are on lap 5 now. McFlurry's tires are showing a bit of wear. Let's see, even a bit of wear on Venture as well. That's McFlurry. Nice and easy out there. They're gonna try and watch their tires. Let's see how David A. McFlurry's tires. McFlurry's a little bit harder on his tires. David A is keeping cool. His tires are looking a little bit more decent, a little bit more wear left in there. And Alex has got. So David A is controlling his tires quite well at the moment. Alex, as you can see, a little bit more wear, but Alex has to work hard to chip away at the field. Let's see where LB1's tires are looking very, very good. So let's see. We don't know what strategy he's gonna play, when he's gonna pit. Slung's tires is a little bit worse for wear there, and Golfing Nut is a little bit better than Slung. So Slung's riding a bit hard. Maybe that little Z4 is a bit understeery and pushing the front wheels a bit much. A little bit too much understeer there, perhaps. Let's see, Adders also in the Z4. So Adders' tires is looking very similar to Slung's tires. So it just could be the handling, the behavior of the Z4 that's maybe a little bit over on this particular track, you know. And then let's see, Safalicious tires also a bit worse for wear. Jedi, he might have gone in for. You see, that's where I've gone wrong. Jedi's probably gone in for a pit stop, and I've completely missed that. So you see, he's probably playing a very clever game here, which I probably wouldn't know of. So we got Venture. Venture's now pulled a 2.7 gap, 2.7 second gap from McFlurry. McFlurry's got a 1.4 second gap on David Day. It's coming down to 1 second. David is in a good position, but Alex is chasing them down. Got L1B. It was a brilliant performance today from L1B, and I'm sure he wants another taste of a podium. Golf Nut just trying to chip away and make the most of this and grab as much points as he can. Slung just cruising there. Slung just wants to finish. Just wants to finish and collect some points. And also what I forgot to mention this evening is obviously we've got two classes, and you can see by the mirrors of these cars they're either green or pink/purple there. The green is class A according to lap times or where they finished in last season points, and then the purple/pink color is class B. Did I just mention that? Sorry. So class A is the green mirrors and class B is the pink/purple mirrors, according to how the guys fared or finished from last season. This gives the guys a bit more something to fight for. So there's actually two classes battling it out here at the moment. Where they are in positional points, unfortunately I cannot tell you that. So I would love to, maybe when I'm more organized and I've got a spreadsheet in front of me and I could share with you guys. Alright, Sapalicious, Jedi. So Venture has now got a 4.7 second lead. McFlurry, and David A is catching McFlurry. He's going to try and pile the pressure on and just see where he can pass, or just maybe if he sees McFlurry darting to the pits, then so would he. But now we're on the 7th lap, so we are coming close to pit changes. I'm going to try and keep an eye on who's going in and out the pits. So let's go on board David A. Let's get in the cockpit. Nice to see the actions. So the tyres are getting a bit worse for wear now, so it's just tippy-toeing around. Don't want to make a mistake, keep on track. And McFlurry is going to dive into the pits, so is Venture. Venture's gone into the pits. David is going to try and just stay out there and try and see what he can do while he's in front. Maybe he can try and pull a gap before he pulls into the pits. So it's a long pit stop. Golf Nut waiting for his car to come in, and McFlurry, as he leaves the pits, Den's pit crew's waiting for Den's to come in. It's a long pit lane. Oh, there he comes in there. Alright, I had to jump out the way there with the horn shouting in my ears. Slung in the pits, also changing tyres. So lap 7, looks like most of the guys have come in to change their tyres and put a bit of fuel in. So is Adders. Adders is in the pits now as well. Doing a bit of fuel. And here comes Sapalicious also into pit entry. Oh, hence now I understand why you wanted to practice pit entry. Right, let's go. What's happening? So David A is now in the lead, and his car is looking good. Colors reflecting off the sun, birds chirping in the background, camera crew doing a brilliant job. Right, so he's got a 4.1 second lead ahead of L1B, and then we've got 7 seconds Venture. 4th place Alex Walmart. 1.1 seconds behind him is McFlurry. So obviously McFlurry and Alex have been racing the SSBB for a long time, so these guys have been battling it out for ever since we started this championship. It's been a great championship to be involved in as well. But yeah, these guys have been here from the beginning, so McFlurry's going to watch what Alex is going to do, and I'm sure Alex is a really clever, how do you say, sometimes struggling up the words, but he's clever, he knows what he's doing, where he'll play in his pit stops and he's managed his tyres very well. So yeah, Alex jumped down into 2nd place. I did not see David A. He He's now obviously changed. I missed his pit stop. He's just gone in for tyres and just maybe a drop of fuel. So his pit stop was very, very quick. So sorry that I missed his pit stop, but he's managed to make it. He's out already and he's got fresh tyres on and he's 4th place. LB1, fresh tyres, 5th place. Golf Nut, he's probably got fresh tyres on as well. His fresh tyres are starting to wear, but Golf Nut is in the chase for L1B. And we've got Dens. Dens is running his own race with 4.9 second gap with the cars ahead of him and 13.5 seconds behind to Jedi. I'm just drinking my beer here in this grandstand, listening to the birds. Edders 5.3 seconds behind Jedi. Edders has been really consistent in these last couple of races, and he's just chipping away and always looking a way to improve, and I admire that. He's been around with us for a long time as well. Jedi 2.7 seconds behind Edders. Jedi is doing quite well on those tyres. Oh, commentator's curse. I should not say that. I feel so bad afterwards. I say something good and then something happens to these guys. So, in 10th place we got Slang GT. Fresh tyres. It looks like he's gone for a lot more fuel. So I did not know how the fuel management is with these Z4s to the M6s. We had one M3 in the field, obviously he's left, which was Cytrons. We got Saphalicious. Saphalicious he's gone for a full tank of fuel and fresh tyres. Right, what's happening in 1st place? So Venture's got a decent gap here of minus 11 seconds, so it's sounding very tasty. Let's go on board. 2nd gear, tight turn, left-hander. This is the off-camber, negative camber corner I was talking about. Then we head down to a nice fast straight, down a little slightly downhill to a nice sweeping right-hander. Nice and steady. We got another nice little long right-hander. You just balance the throttle into a left-hander, double right-hander. That's always nice and calm, nice and smooth, nice and clean. Over the crest to another left-hander, and now we enter the final big right-hander with a nice little left crest into the main straight. And Venture's doing a brilliant job. He's got 7 seconds behind him to McFlurry. So he's got some nice clean air ahead of him. So 2nd place we've got McFlurry. Behind him, not too far behind him, we've got Alex. And we've got David Day. So David Day is hot on these guys' heels again. Let's see, let's go on board David Day. Let's see what happens with these guys. Jumping back on board with Alex. So it'll be interesting to see with Alex. We've got McFlurry in the head, we've got David Day behind. David's just watching, just climbing onto the brakes a little bit later just to get that, close that gap, and he's closed the gap, just got 700th of a second to Alex. Brilliant job. Alex is closing the gap to McFlurry, so this is going to be very interesting. So I don't want to stay with these guys too long, but we just monitor what's happening. And you can see David Day is just behind Alex here. And these guys are in a good position for a podium, these 3 over here. So any of these 3 guys can finish 2nd. And David Day on the inside of Alex, but there was no place to do the overtake. He's just letting Alex know that he's there. He's there. Alex knows he's there. Alright. know we're staying with these guys a little bit long, but I don't want to miss on the action here and the potential pass. So Alex is in the slipstream, sorry, David is in the slipstream of Alex now, and is he going to stay there? He probably wants to stay there. He's not going to dive on the brakes. He wants to stay behind Alex to maybe conserve his fuel. Right. He just wants to watch what Alex is doing before he makes overtake. So let's see what happens to the rest of the field here. So 12 seconds behind him, we've got Golf Nut. And behind Golf Nut, we've got the similar situation. We've got Dens chasing Golf Nut, and behind Golf Nut, we've got L1B. So let's ride on board Dens. Similar situation here, which is pretty cool. So Dens is just 300ths of a second behind Golf Nut. Let's see where there are tires. Similar position. Sorry, the tires are in a similar condition. I think L1B's tires are in a better condition than what Dens and Golf Nuts is. So what can you do? He's just going to watch what they are doing. Everyone's now just, oh, Dens, too much power on the exit of the corner, and L1B capitalizes. At least Dens did not spin out, so that's good. Maybe he can still try and creep his way back, but now he's fallen back 2 seconds from L1B. L1B's got Golf Nut in his side, so he's going to want to just tip his toe. He's really playing around with the gears, which helps him a lot. Just keeping the car on a straight line, not losing too much traction. He's looking after his tires very well. Very, very, very clean driving. A lot of clean driving here from L1B. Very smooth and collected. Very, very nice. I like it. Alright. We've got Adders. Adders' tires. I think the Z4s are struggling around here, but Adders is keeping it on track. Jedi struggling. His tires are worse for wear at the moment. He's probably definitely going to make a pit stop soon. We're on the 12th lap, ladies and gentlemen. We've got 8 laps left remaining. Slung in 10th place. Slung has also been around with us for a long time. And Slung is looking to improve, and he's been putting a lot more time in practice lately, but just difficult after a week's graft. And Saffelicious in 11th place, 41 seconds now behind Slung. Saffelicious struggling a little bit in this race. So let's look at the leaders. So KRT Venture, he's got now a 15-second lead ahead of McFlurry. And his tyres are not too bad, but he's probably going to make a pit stop in the next lap as his fuel is very, very low. Let's see how his driving is going. Very smooth, changing the gears at the right time, just conserving his fuel. Knows he needs to get around to put fuel in, so he's just conserving his fuel and tires, and he's doing a great job at doing so. Very good, just nice, calm and collected. Nice, smooth acceleration. And I tell you what, this is not probably the best track or easiest track, put it that way, to manage your tires and fuel either. Sorry, he's in a good place. He probably just wants to maintain his position on the podium here, as obviously, like I said, there's double points up for grabs in this race. And David Day, he's now 2.5 seconds behind McFlurry, so there's a bit of a gap that's grown between these guys out of all of them. So Alex is now 3 seconds behind David Day. So David Day is in third, so he's managed to get himself on the podium. He's going to be happy with this if he manages to finish, even if he gets a better result in this, but he's probably hungry for a better result. Who isn't, eh? Why did you come racing? But yeah, no, Davide is in a good place, and he probably wants to maintain it. Davide is now doing very well. Oh, Davide's fuel is low, but he's right. He's managed this very well. He's probably going to make it to the pit lane, just about make it or roll into the pits. Yeah, so McFlurry, Bench is already in the pits. Bench is already, he's got his tyres on, they're throwing the fuel in. Davide is coming in, McFlurry is coming in, and I'm sure Alex, McFlurry, no, Alex has gone in, sorry. LB1 has decided not to go in because his tyres are still good, and he's got at least about 3 laps of fuel, perhaps 2 laps of fuel, maybe not. McFlurry exits the pits in 3rd place, so he's overtaken Davide. No, he was in 2nd, sorry, I might have been muddled up, so forgive me for when I am wrong. So Davide is out the pits, he's got half a tank of fuel, a little bit more than what McFlurry is throwing in, so splash and dash less than Davide. So Davide in 4th place. So we've got Venture's only got now -4 seconds to L1B. McFlurry in 3rd, 8 seconds behind him. We've got Davide 5 seconds. Davide must have made a mistake there. So sorry, he must have made a mistake. So he's 12 seconds to Davide, and right up Davide's rear bumper, and perhaps inside, was making an overtake, is Alex. And Alex is going to make the move on the inside. Davide gives him way to do so, as he just wants to have a clean race. Just finish without any problems, and perhaps he's going to wait. He knows he had the pace on the previous stint, so he might have the pace now, and he's piling the pressure on. Oh, too much pressure, a little bit of a squirm from Davide. Right, I love this onboard view, I don't know why. Right, so Davide was hot as Alex has passed Davide. Davide was piling the pressure on to Alex. He thought maybe he'll just hang back a little bit instead of making a mistake and spinning out, which is a wise decision. And Alex is now approached or caught up with L1B. L1B's tyres is looking good. Alex. So L1B probably just came out the pits now. But we've got 4 laps remaining. Let's see what's happening here. So Alex is looking for a place. He's going to maybe try and get the slingshot out of here. No, he cannot. But he's just letting L1B know, I'm right here, buddy. I'm right here. Making a little bit nervous, piling the pressure. Probably wants to pass me as soon as possible so he can just get away. So anything's possible. Look how the places have changed. Davide now in 5th place, but I'd like to see, oh, you see, L1B with that negative camera corner gone a bit wide. Alex tries to put the power down to get the drive down on the inside, but L1B's got the inside line for the next corner, so no, Alex cannot make it, but he's piling the pressure on. Davide sees this. He says, you guys can battle on, because he can just watch, bide his time, save his tyres, and just, if these 3 just follow each other. So Davide's just going to play, wait, and he's going to maybe just see what these guys do before he makes a move. So let's see. 3 seconds behind that little crowd there, or that little group, is Golf Nut in 6th place. We've got Dens in 7th. We've got Jedi in 8th. Adders, Slung, Now, we have lost Death Raccoon. I do not know what happened to Death Raccoon. I've obviously been a little bit retarded and slow in keeping up with a lot of things in this race. I did not see where Death Raccoon has left us. We have currently only got 11 guys left in this race. So, Venture. Stellar job from Venture. Brilliant drive. Seconds behind him, McFlurry. L1B has managed to just creep away from Alex slightly. Let's have a look at their tyres. L1B's tyres are looking very, very good. Alex's tyres are wearing a little bit faster, but it's got a little bit more fuel than L1B. What stage are they on? Very interesting. We've got 3 laps left, ladies and gentlemen. 3 laps left. So, Dens, Jedi, Adders. So the 2 Z4s, but there is a 20-second gap between them. Adders is doing very well. Very impressed by Adders, man. Slung not giving up. Felicia's really struggling in this race at the moment. He's a young man. He's probably the youngest man we've got in the field here. And he's still learning a lot. And up and coming racer. So, Venture is only 5 seconds. I did not see Venture made a mistake, or if he went in the pits, which I doubt it, because his tyres are looking a little worse for wear and his fuel is low. So McFlurry, so he must have made a mistake. McFlurry's caught up. He's only 4.8 seconds behind. L1B 13 seconds. 1.3 seconds not far off is Alex, and David A is still just pulling it in slowly, just pulling it in. He's probably going to pile the pressure on last minute, but he's got a little bit less fuel than Alex, so he's just going to play his time and then maybe attack the last lap. So we need to see what's going to happen between these two in the last 2 laps to last lap. Right, and then 3 seconds behind is Golf Knight, because if anything happens between these two guys, Golf Knight's definitely going to capitalise on that. And then we've got 7 seconds behind Golf Knight, we've got Dens. Then we've got a big gap to Jedi. And then Jedi, and I didn't see a car there, that was Safelicious. Safelicious has been left, I think. Yes, he's been left by Adders. Right. Right, so lap 19, and we are up halfway into lap 19 about. And Venture, oh, he's cutting it fine, eh? He's cutting it really fine. The fuel, I just would not know, I do not know. I do race with these guys at times, but I'm not as calculated as that. I just wing it sometimes, but I am always nervous and I always throw a little more extra fuel. But these guys have got it down to the T. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here, but the gap has increased again to McFlurry, so Venture must have made a mistake earlier. So McFlurry's got a little bit more. Venture's tyres are fresher than McFlurry's, but less fuel. McFlurry's got more fuel, and his tyres are a little bit more wear. So McFlurry is just going to plant the power. Power, my friend. Then we've got L1B, 12 seconds behind brilliant performance today from O1B, I must say. Alex and David Day. So L1B's managed to creep away from Alex and L1B. So Alex and Scott, David A to deal with. A similar situation here. David's got less fuel. Alex has got a little more fuel. David Day's here trying to make the move, but he hasn't got the line, but he almost breaks him out. So, oh, David Day does keep it smooth. If they, almost. David Day's going to be angry at himself that he made that mistake, and that's what we were hoping would not happen, because now Golf Nut says, hello, I'll have that position, you know. So there we go. Alex has now just put his car in the right place, and David A made a mistake. David's going to be angry with himself because he was putting a stellar performance on this. So I'm really gutted for David A there that he made a mistake. So Golf Nut says, thank you very much, I'll grab that bag of points there. And we've got Dens behind Golf Nut, so Golf Nut has now gained a position, and he can just probably see Alex in the distance. But we are on the final lap. We're almost at the end of the final lap. But as we finish before we finish the race, we've got Venture. Venture is now already entering the last corner, the last lap. Man, this race actually went by quite quickly. So well done, Venture, man. Stellar performance by you today, my friend. First place, congratulations. And in second place we got McFlurry. Hard charger McFlurry. He's managed to get some big bag of points, and he's probably happy with that position, as he will be. O1B, brilliant draft today by him today. Really impressive performance. Well done, Alex. Both just keeping a consistent bag of points there, and same as Golf Nut. Great job, gents. Then Dens. And then we've got David Day. I'm gutted for David Day, man. He was doing so well. I was vouching for him there. But great performance by him, nevertheless. Then we still got Jedi. Jedi coming into the closing. He's probably happy this race is finished at the moment. Or not had the best of luck today. Just nursing at home in 8th place. Jedi, yes, my friend. And then we've got Adders. Adders is keeping consistent, and Adders is very proud because he's never been lapped, and that was his first goal, and he's just going to improve on his performance, keep climbing up the field. Very happy for Adders there in 9th place. Slung pushing. Slung, is he going to make it? Because he's fuel, but he's in the last corner, so he will make it. Just gas it. Slung up across the line, and he's probably happy to finish this race. Had a long week of work, and he's probably just going to fall over and fall asleep. So there we have it, the end of the race, ladies and gentlemen. And what a victory that was by our friend Venture, KLT Venture 26. Great draft for him. So that was it. That was the SSBB E-Sport Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining me, Brian, your host today. It is my first time commentating. I hope I did an alright job. I hope to learn more if I have to make a return in the future, which is obviously not my best talent, but hopefully it will improve, and I might see you guys all again. But yeah, brilliant racing today from a lot of the guys. We will save these replays in case there are any incidences, and if we have to inspect the pit stop strategies, as there was a mandatory pit stop, 2 pit stops for fuel and tires. So thank you for everyone for joining us, and we shall see you again.